Acting as your own general contractor can save you a ton of money when you're building a custom home. All you need to do is participate in the owner-builder process at HomeWrights Custom Homes. When you act as your own general contractor, you save a ton of money because you cut out the middleman. You save all that money, you can lower your monthly payments, you can put that into more upgrades on your beautiful home, or just save the money. But you don't have any construction experience? Or you
No,
do?
zero.
Oh, okay. I thought you said you were a general contractor.
No. Unfortunately not. I said no. I know nothing about construction. My mom is a civil engineer, but she lives in another country, and she wasn't helping us at all.
Did much of that rub off on you?
No, not at all. I'm like a linguistics major. I have nothing to do with numbers, measurements, heights, width, and yeah.
So how does it work? So from linguistics to being your own general contractor, what have you learned along the way?
Oh, a lot. I have a whole list of things I can recommend future homeowners, builders, things we should have done, to be honest. And that's the part where we didn't have John. That's the part where we were still working through it on
Before
our own.
HomeWrights.
Before HomeWrights,
Got
yes.
it.
Before hardcore construction hit, and we knew we wouldn't be able to do it on our own.
Yeah.
But as I said, I think getting that type of support as early on in your project as possible is probably the best thing to do.
And so you hired HomeWrights for the reason of you know what you want, you like the control, but what else? Will you save money doing this?
Well, yes, we definitely saved money with this model of homeowner builder versus full-time GC. You save quite a bit. That's one of the reasons. Another reason was we really felt like we needed somebody to help us make those decisions. We've had some decisions along our framing where we needed to decide how to hang the floors, how not to hang them, what type of material to use, what is best. And John is always there for us because we wouldn't know. The subs work really hard because they're interested in maintaining that good relationship with HomeWrights, getting more projects.
You're not the only client here.
Definitely not.
Right.
Yeah, we know that for sure. Yeah, you can save a lot of money on just making sure you go through all the options with the subs and you pick, the right cost for you. I'm not sure every GC will do that. They will probably work just with the subs that they're comfortable with. I don't mean to question the quality of the job of the GC, but it makes sense to me too that they will prefer to work with their teams, they're comfortable with. Whereas in our case, yes, again, it requires some time, but investing your time, your effort into talking to everybody, getting those bids, reviewing, but it totally makes sense when it comes to saving money.
I just thought of a really interesting question I've never asked anybody before. So you're a woman with a little bit of an accent.
Yes.
In a typically man's world of construction. How is that going? Is that a factor?
I don't know. Well, for me personally, it has been really easy, and I think I've worked well with all our subs and whoever not. I think it's fun to be in this almost purely male world of subcontractors, and I almost feel like it's often fun for them to see me, talk seriously about certain topics people often don't expect a woman to talk about.
Yeah.
I think they have mercy for me too, where I'm a little lost or if I don't understand. I think they have the patience, the ability to understand and really work with me.
Sure.
So I think it has been a benefit more than anything else for me.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Plus you also have John looking over your shoulder and their shoulder.
Of course, always. John is always there for those serious, important conversations. John is always available over the phone, over text, over email. I mean, we haven't had a case where we had to call him in the middle of the night or anything like that. No, but I know he's always available early in the morning, later in the day, you know. He'll do his best to be there in person, and we haven't had a case where he couldn't make it when we really needed him. So yeah, it's the type of like protection or something that gives you peace of mind.
Little insurance policy.
Yeah, almost like that. Yeah, when you talk to the subs, you just say, even making some calls, sometimes it's hard to get through the subs, and John makes that call and they are available.
Funny how that works.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Well, it's kind of a positive leverage thing, because you're not the only one who's hiring this framer or plumber or a concrete guy. HomeWrights is doing hundreds of jobs with these people.
Yes, and again, you know, it's a good thing to see that those subs, they want to go back to HomeWrights projects. That also kind of gives us confidence that we're with the right company.
Yeah.
I mean, they want to maintain this relationship for a reason, so.
So some people laugh about this, but they say a lot of the owner builders who come into this program are control freaks. They know what they want. Are you one of those?
My husband will definitely say I am, yes.
Oh, really?
I'm working on it, you know, I'm working through it. But yes.
It's a good thing.
Both me and my husband, I think we have our different areas of where we want to have that control. He's definitely on that like mechanical side, you know, HVAC and electrical side of things. And but yes, I think, and some things we didn't even realize until we actually started going into the different stages of our construction, is where you realize that if you had a GC, you wouldn't be able to make those decisions. You would never be asked those questions.
Right.
Like I can tell you briefly, we had quite a few modifications regarding what size or layout of windows we are going to order. Although initially our architect has planned out all the layout, we were happy with it. We just never thought about it until we started talking to the window manufacturers, you know. And we changed a lot of things. We were able to save a lot of money.
And that didn't cost you? There was no change fee from a contractor?
No, not at all.
To do so?
No. We just spoke to the window manufacturers and we made those decisions. But again, I believe if we had a GC, he would have come and ordered all those windows that were initially planned for us.
Yes.
And we wouldn't have realized until it was all built probably that, you know, we didn't need that many windows, or we wanted that window to look a little different. So those are the things where you really realize that you're doing it for yourself. You're kind of investing into your future peace of mind when living in this house.
So you'll know exactly what is in every inch of this house.
Oh yes, I'll know pretty much all the hangers they've used for the floors, you know, all the LVLs, the sizes, the thicknesses, how they were attached to the structure. Yeah, that's the funny part. I never thought I would even care, to be honest, but it's almost like having another baby, but then you get to pick and choose what goes into it, you know? So it's pretty amazing.
That's great. So you're going to save money, you get to build what you want.
Right.
What else?
Well, I always try to think of it positively. You're gonna have a lot of fun, really in a good way. I think there'll be a day when we'll look back and just laugh at some of the challenges we've had to overcome. You know, we've had some good experience communicating both with John, with the subs. A lot of the work has been done by GMG Construction with Jose Llanes. He's been amazing too, very understanding with all our, you know, some delays, some changes and things like that. So that has been great. So I think just, it's like life experience that you gain and something you would never be able to do if you didn't get involved.
Yeah.
So.
What advice do you have for somebody else who's thinking about becoming their own general contractor with the Owner Builder program?
Well, on the practical side of things, like, yeah, make sure you have some time available. it won't be perfect. You know, there are weeks where it's pretty quiet and I don't get to do much construction related, but there are weeks when it's just nonstop. So I think just being flexible and being prepared to have that balance, and yes, having days where you're like very tired, you go to bed late, but knowing that it's all just for this short amount of time and it's all worth it. And just have the courage to do that. I think a lot of people are just scared to even think about that. And honestly, I think I was going into it knowing nothing, absolutely nothing about it. So I didn't even have the fear because I didn't know what to be scared of. I think a lot of people already maybe have some experience or some second thoughts. We were just like, we're doing it. So I think maybe just leaving all your past experiences behind and just go for it, you know.
And having HomeWrights along the way.
For sure, yeah, have the support. I mean, I would definitely not recommend going into it just by yourself. I mean, if you have HomeWrights, if you have the right people who are HomeWrights, you know, the GC, the GC consultant in our case, and subcontractors, all that team, definitely.
How would you summarize your relationship with HomeWrights and would you recommend them?
It's a very supportive relationship. John is almost like, I mean, not in terms of age or anything, but he's almost like a parent for me because I sometimes get intimidated and scared and concerned, and he's always there to just be that wall you can lean on, you know. He's had some great words of support for me, just purely emotional, setting aside all the professionalism and all the great insights he has on how to actually resolve some of the things we thought we wouldn't be able to deal with. So it's like a very caring, supportive relationship. And I definitely recommend working with HomeWrights based on our experience. So far we've been very happy and looking forward to successfully completing this project with HomeWrights.
The owner-builder process by HomeWrights Custom Homes will save you a ton of money, help you build equity very fast, and let you build that forever home the way you want. So build what you want, build where you want, and build it with whoever you want to have build it. Be the builder. Visit HomeWrights.com to learn more about the owner-builder process.